Hello folks, I'm continuing to read the Energy Dynamic Model book from 1975 to 2024, available on my website www.energydynamicmodelacademy.com, where there are also online courses that you can jump onto and really start to learn about the study of human energy. And once you know how we work from a human energy point of view, you can start to really create a better experience of life for yourself and for others. This complete works of the Energy Dynamic Model book has everything in it that is on the courses, and also on the website are various interviews as well that I've given over time. So please do jump onto that and have a look. So we're up to page 12 from the evidence section, and this is 1991 to 1993. My first proper job, 22 years old, was in Brixton, Peckham and Stockwell, working with long-term unemployed people who had to attend a restart course thought up by Thatcher's wellbeing team as the best way to help people get back to work in inner city London. Actually, it was just to get the ones who were already working off the unemployment list, as their benefit would be stopped if they didn't attend the week-long course. So, picture the scene. Me, a white, middle-class sounding and degree-level educated young woman brought up in Berkshire, facing up to 20 people at a time, nearly all male, mixed ages ranging from 25 to 60, who were mainly illiterate, traumatized and street smart. They were not used to being told to sit down and listen for a week in a confined space. They were not happy at all. Luckily though, I'd spent many of my childhood and teenage years on the stage, so I basked it. Because Ms. Thatcher and co. had such low expectations of these people, the company I was working for got paid if the people just stayed in the room. So I threw away the training manual and decided to entertain them. They were my captive audience for a week, and I loved them. So for 2 years, every week, I met 20 new people who showed me without any pretense, drama or ego how they felt, who they were and what they knew. That's about 2,000 people. A very intense experience. I learned very quickly how to keep the group as contented as possible. This is what I observed. If I approached the people in a kind and humble way with no preconceptions in my mind, I could connect to them very well. If I read the paperwork, I absorbed what other people had written about them, and this led to me approaching them with fear and judgment. The relationship then changed into what I called later on in my life the mind dynamic, which is all about power over others and control. If I made sure the people did not feel threatened in any way, they relaxed. If I listened, they relaxed. If they had lots of breaks, cups of tea and chatted, they relaxed. If I let them speak about their experiences, they relaxed. If I made them laugh, they relaxed. If I took the time to make sure that they felt comfortable by talking to them after the classes, etc., they relaxed. When they were relaxed, they would listen if they saw a good reason to. Once they started to listen, they could learn. Once they started to absorb information, if they could see an option that was positive, they would take it. I didn't realize it at the time, but these findings became the basis of the power needs within the framework I developed many years later. The Restart course was the most successful one in South London by a huge margin. Not because of what the people achieved, but because they all stayed in the room and participated. Out of the 2,000 people who attended, all of them completed the course if they were able. There was only one chap who refused to speak all week, but even he opened up on a Friday when we all went to the pub. And what I saw happen in that room was alchemic. Often people made connections with others that they never would have made in their usual life. I saw members of the National Front leave that organisation as they had become friends with a non-white person during the week course. I saw labourers chat to and feel confident with people who had had high-status jobs but had fallen on hard times. I saw homophobic people hang out with the gay chaps. The experience in that room seemed to challenge and change the preconceptions that people were carrying and had liberated them from these previous thoughts and beliefs. I lived in the area as well as working there. I also saw many of the men return to their usual way of being after the course had ended. I noticed this and saw how much of the day-to-day environment affected decision-making, how hard it was to improve yourself if the people who were around you did not support this, how much what other people thought of you affected your own idea of yourself, how being in a gang was a powerful force. This I learned there too.